it's Sam. So today I am redoing my first impressions, swatches, and a demo / tutorial using the new pressed powders from ColourPop. I am so excited. When I got this package from ColourPop, I was like, OMG. They sent me tons of shades, and I am a huge fan of ColourPop. I think we all know by now that I literally live for DJF, Sequin, Summer Lovin'. Like, I wear their Super Shock shadows all the time. It's like my go-to eyeshadow. I always take them with me whenever I travel. I pretty much wear them every single day. Up until this point, they've never had like pressed powders, so I've always used like another palette if I want to do like a matte shade in the crease or whatever. So when I saw that they'd come out with these, I was so excited. Again, their price point is really great, like they always are. For these pressed pan shadows, these are $5 each, so they're still very affordable singly. Obviously, the more you buy, the more your bill is going to be. So if you're going to get as many as this will end up costing you a lot of money. But they are $5, so it's way cheaper than if you were to buy like a single pot of, or a single pan of MAC or whatever. Then they have the high maintenance palette. These are like a pre-made palette. So you get this little cover. Now there's a couple things that I want to point out with this that I'm not super excited about, but it's solely for packaging. It's not the product itself. So this is the sleeve that tells you what the actual packaging is, or palette is. It's high maintenance. And then on the back, you have all of the shades right here. So you have Just in Time, High Strung, Get Out, and Cute Alert. So once you get the palette, and let's just say that you're like, oh, I don't need this anymore, you throw it away, there is no way to tell what this palette is, because on the packaging, all it has is ColourPop and then stars on the back. There's nowhere on this palette whatsoever that shows you what this actual palette is, which means you have to keep this if you want to know what you have, which in my opinion is very annoying, because I don't want to keep this sleeve and have to do that every time. That's kind of a pain in the booty. So if you're like a normal person that doesn't film videos, no big deal. Whatever, you like it, it's cool. But for the purpose of when I film and I'm showing what I'm using in a tutorial, I want to have the name of the actual palette on my palette. That way I know, hey guys, today I'm going to be using this. Super duper awesome. Cool beans. Now I know. Versus, oh, I can't remember what this is because I got it 3 months ago and I don't remember the name. You know what I mean? So that is the only kind of like thing I don't like about that, about these two palettes. So this one is high maintenance. When you're inside, like, first of all, the packaging is absolutely adorable. Like, the packaging itself is super cute. It's just the name, and there's another one that I don't like. On the back of these pants, these are removable. It's magnetic, so you can take them out and you can switch them up if you want. However, these 4 shades do not have anything on the back. So when you take them out and say that you got another like pan and you wanted to switch it, there's no way of telling what this color is, which I think is kind of annoying, because I want to know, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, what is this shade? Because I still don't actually even know, because I'm confused as to how it is on the back of this. And then once I get rid of this, I don't know. So those are my only complaints for these two palettes, the low key and the high maintenance. That's the only thing I have to complain about with all of this whole collection, is just the fact that I want to know the names. I want them to be labeled so that I know when I'm doing a video what I'm talking about for you guys. So if you're just a consumer, you're not filming, you're not putting out any like, you know, content, I don't think it's a big deal. It's just for people who are filming and who want to say what you're using, I'm gonna forget because I have a terrible memory. So that's the only thing that I would say is a downside to this collection. These are $18. Like I said, you can interchange these palettes or these pans. So if you do want to buy the single pans and then switch them out to this palette, you can do that. This one is the high maintenance, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I have it on my eyes today. This is the one that I did a tutorial with, so if you're looking at my eyes thinking, what are you wearing? Don't worry, stay tuned to the end. I will be showing you exactly how I created this look with these shades right here. So I'm gonna say these are probably my favorite colors, although all of them are awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch them for you. So you have this really gorgeous, kind of like golden, and I'll get up close for you guys in a minute. These metallic shades are so pigmented. They're so gorgeous, guys. I'm just like so impressed with the pigmentation of these. It's intense. Like, you barely have to touch it, especially when you're using a brush, and it's just like boom all over your brush. Like, you do not need to you don't have to worry about having to dip in a bunch. Like, if anything, you just need to dip in once and like you get plenty of product. So there is high maintenance. I'm gonna get close for you. Okay, so you can see how beautiful, like look how metallic that middle shade is. They're so pigmented, guys. They're just like so beautiful. I'm so impressed. I love them so much. So unfortunately this is out of stock at the moment. It's $18, so when it does come back in stock, I highly recommend picking that up because it is so pretty. The next one is called Low Key. This one comes with like a really pretty peachy sleeve. Again, it's the same thing. There's no actual name on the packaging, so just keep that in mind. This one says it has Take It Slow, I Owe You, Running Late, and Crisscross. Those are the shades right there, so you can see they're very warm. They kind of have like more of an orangey kind of reddish tone versus that other one being more of a plum tone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch these. So with this one, there are 3 matte shades and then 1, I think they are considering them metallic. Wow, that one's really beautiful, that shimmery shade. Wow, guys, these are just so pigmented. It's unbelievable. It's like, how do they get this much quality pigment into $5? I don't know how they do it. Okay, so these 4 shades right here, oops, there we go, are from Low Key. Oh my god, I'm getting like stuff everywhere, but you can see how pigmented they are. Those mattes are super deep, super pigmented, and then that shimmery shade right there is just absolutely beautiful. So now we are going to move on to the single pans. So like I said, these are $5, $5. They're a great size and they are so beautiful. They have tons of different shades. I like the fact that there's quite a lot of warm shades, if you guys will notice. I love warm shades. I think we all know that by now. So I was really happy when I saw all of these shades because I think that they are really, really beautiful colors. So the first one that we have is called Hear Me Out. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these on the top of my arm. So that one is kind of like a very soft, pinky, it's like a very, very pale pinky cream. I will get close up at the end, guys, so that you guys can see. Then we have Locked and Loaded. This one is more of a kind of like buttery color. It's a matte as well. So that one is pretty much the exact same color as my skin, my little yellow self. Can you guys see that? There we go. This is one I have on my brow bone. This is called Let Me Explain. This is a really, really gorgeous shimmery kind of like champagne shade. So pigmented, guys. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Do you see how pigmented that is? Ah, and that one is metallic. They don't say on the actual packaging, like there is on the back of these ones, the single pans, it does say the name, but it doesn't say like what finish they are, but I'm pretty sure all of them are either metallic or matte. Then we have Firefly, which is like a really pale kind of, yeah, it's like a really pale dusty kind of like cool toned pink. Really pretty, matte. Then we have the Color, and these are magnetic, guys. Liar Liar, and this is like a really fun shimmery baby pink, and this is metallic. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. Ah, that is amazing. All of these, guys, so pigmented, so creamy. You barely need any color at all. This one is called Wake Up Call, and this is like a really pretty nude. Oh, wow, that is super pigmented, and it's also super beautiful. Then we have the color You Know the Drill. This is like a really pretty kind of like golden shade. This is metallic. Oh, wow. Okay, that's like a rose gold right there. That is so beautiful. I really wish arms were shaped differently because swatches are hard. I don't know if other people have problems with swatches, but for some reason, I find them to be so difficult on my arm. I just wish I had like a big fat, like, chunk of skin that I could, not like on me, like a big block of skin where I could just do swatches and then hold it up. That would be so much easier. This is called Bel Air, which is kind of like just a super neutral, like, almost like a taupe. Yeah. So you can see that one's definitely more pinky, kind of almost like a salmon-y, whereas that one is like a straight up taupe. Then we have the color Save It for Later. This one looks like it's a really pretty kind of like gold. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's copper. That's just like straight up copper amazingness. Oh my goodness. That one is gorgeous. That's obviously metallic. Then we have Note to Self. This one is a really pretty, like, kind of, oh, I don't know how to explain these. They're kind of just like a camel kind of, it's got a warmth. It's kind of like a warm kind of earthy brown, I don't know, but I have it in my crease and it's amazing. I love it. That's a matte shade. Such a beautiful transition color. Then we have this kind of like mustard shade, which I don't actually ever wear, but it's really pretty. I don't think I own anything that is actually mustard colored. But you know what's hilarious, guys? My mom used to wear mustard literally all the time. It was like her favorite color because she was very olive complexion. So that's that right there. So you can see it definitely has that kind of like mustardy, warm, kind of yellowy tone. Then we have this color, which is called Made to Last, and it's kind of like a nice, cool, kind of like mauve. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick that over my hair and my mole. That's disgusting. So you can see that one is just a very cool kind of like purpley, dusty mauve shade. Then we have Top Notch, which I feel is going to be one of my favorite colors because it's just this beautiful kind of like warm, kind of reddish brown. Oh my god, I love it so much. So that is Top Notch. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love it, I love it. Viva, viva, viva la radio. Popular Demand. This is a deep kind of like warm red kind of burgundy shade. Oh yes, look how gorgeous that is. Yes, yes, darling. Moving on, we got a sweet little peach. This is Wait For It. And this is a very kind of peachy salmon shade. This is matte. Most of these are matte. So look at that. It's kind of like almost like neon peach, like it's intense. These you cannot go wrong with. Pretty much any shade that you get is going to be awesome. It's going to be pigmented. It's going to be amazing. This is called Making Moves. It's just a really pretty kind of like deep pink. Wow. Look how intense these are, guys. They are so unbelievably gorgeous. I literally have like shadows all over my leg, all over my table. This is Cloud 9. It's kind of like a grayish purple in my opinion. It looks gray, but I feel like it's going to have a kind of a purpley kind of plumish tone to it. You guys see what I mean? Then we have a True Gray. This is called Take the Lead, and it is a really gorgeous kind of just like neutral gray. You can see gray right there. That one is Take the Lead. Then we have a really fancy little metallic shade. This one is Goody Two Shoes, and it's just like a really shimmery kind of like almost looks like a galaxy. It's like gray, but it looks like it has a bit of a kind of purpley tone to it. Oh, it's so, oh god, yes. Okay, I'm gonna put that one down here. Oh my gosh. The metallic shades are so buttery, guys. They just kind of like, oh, do you see that reflex? It's just like reflect or whatever. Next we have Silver Lining, which is a really pretty kind of like purpley, just kind of like a straight up medium purple. This is matte. I'm gonna have to move on to the other part of my arm, I think. Okay, so that one is just a purple. I don't like purple. It's not my favorite color in the world, so I probably never would wear that, but maybe. Then we have Lost and Found. This is a really pretty, just like kind of like sky blue. This is matte as well. Really beautiful. Again, just a really nice blue, just sky blue. Then we have a deeper blue. It's a little bit more royal, but it has a bit of a kind of like periwinkle tone. This is called Piece of Cake. So you can see the difference between the the two blues. Definitely that one is a bit more purple toned. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Backseat, which is a really pretty kind of like teal. It's metallic-y and it feels so creamy dreamy. Oh, the metallic ones don't seem to have any fallout. It's the matte shades that I have had the most fallout with. So there is that one. So let's get up close and personal now so you guys can really take a good look at this. So those are all of the kind of like bluish purpley shades. You can see how that metallic, hopefully you can see, has that amazing sheen. Then we move on to, those were the ones that I already showed you that were the palettes. And then moving over we have all of those. Look at that gray one. OMG. Can you guys see how amazing that is? I love it. I love it. And then we're moving down the arm. So those are all the kind of like nude shades. Again, there's got some metallic ones that are just so gorgeous. They catch the light beautifully. That copper. Am I even focused? I can't see because my silly eyes are blinded by the light. Guys, you just cannot go wrong. Honestly, they're so beautiful. They really are so dilly dang amazing. Like, I love them so much. Guys, so that is my thoughts on the new ColourPop pressed powders. Like I said, you really cannot go wrong. I haven't found one powder that I thought was like, oh, that's a dud. They're all amazing. They're all pigmented. The metallics are super creamy. The only thing I would say is definitely powder your face. You will have fallout for sure. These are really, really pigmented. You don't need a whole lot. So a little like brush and it's just like, whoa, Nelly. So be careful when you're first applying. Price point is great. The palettes are out of stock, but keep your eye out on the website so you guys can double check. And then just keep in mind that they are not labeled or named on the back of those pans if you do decide to get the palette. I definitely recommend picking up a Z palette. You can pop in those little pans. The actual packaging just comes like this. It's just got little stars. It says ColourPop, and it just comes in like a little plastic thing. So you can keep them in there if you want, but that's just like a lot more time consuming to have to get out every time you want to do your eye makeup. So I would recommend definitely getting a magnetic pan. I got one. I just ordered a new one, and I think it was like 20 bucks from Amazon or something like that. So there's my swatches. See? Because arms bend. It's just not cool. Now we will move on to the actual tutorial of me showing you how I apply the high maintenance palette as well as a couple of the shades from the single pans, so you guys can see exactly how they apply, because I know sometimes it's like, oh, cool swatches, but you want to see how they work. So we're moving on to the demo now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and find it helpful. I really hope that you guys definitely check these out. I think they're really, really great. If you guys found this helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you do, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Let me explain. And it's this kind of like shimmery champagne-y color. And I am gonna put that. Ooh, that's pigmented. Oh my gosh, that is such a gorgeous color, guys. Note to self. So it's this one right here. You know what, guys? These are pigmented. These are matte, and they are going on absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that one blended absolutely gorgeously. Love it. This one is called High Maintenance. I'm gonna go ahead and take this very darkest shade right here, and I'm just gonna pop that all over my like base of my lid. I'm gonna go in with this lighter, kind of like more of a kind of mauve-y, kind of lighter pinky shade. Brush that off, and then just kind of blend. Gorgeous shades, guys. Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. I'm gonna kind of take just a little bit of the deeper one and then also a little bit of that one and just kind of like mix those two together underneath, and then just like really smoke that out underneath there. But I am just gonna go ahead and grab this like gorgeous kind of like rosy gold, like really metallic shade here, and we're gonna press that right into the center. Okay, so that's with the brush. Now I want to try it with my finger, because I have a feeling that these are going to be way better with the finger. Oh yeah, do you see the difference, guys? Definitely with the metallic shades, do it with your finger. That's going to get you the best payoff. So press it down with your finger first, where you want it to be the most intense. And then you're just gonna get your brush to blend out the edges. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this look. High Maintenance probably will be, well, although low key is amazing too. There's definitely fallout from these guys, so keep that in mind. If you are gonna be using these, make sure, especially if you're gonna be doing like a smoky eye or something quite deep, like I did, that you are gonna be powdering. I'm just gonna go ahead and touch up my inner corner because it kind of just got like wiped off. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then we will come back, but I am so impressed. I think these colors are beautiful. Okay, so I am back. I'm trying a different lip color today. I don't know if I like it. It's a little bit purple for me. But anyway, Here's my eyes. So impressed with these guys. They're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Can you just like see how pretty this is? Oh, it's like the metallic is metallic. Like it reflects the light so well. The mattes are super pigmented. The shimmery on my bone is gorgeous. Like I love these. They're so, so good. Oh my gosh, yes, highly recommend them. Pick up a Z palette, order the ones that you want. I mean, they have a bunch to choose from, so they're $5. Like I said, if you are gonna be ordering a lot to fill up a whole Z palette, you're gonna end up spending a lot more than you would with like just a regular palette. But then you can customize it yourself and you can get which ones you want. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.